Hello, my name is Zoya, and before I begin, I'd like to thank everyone for making the time in their schedules and watching our community summit. Today, I will be demonstrating how capitalism has environmental effects on our community through a game called Stardew Valley. In the game called Stardew Valley, we are taught valuable lessons on community versus capitalism and how easy it is to switch over to corporal influence and leave behind our community businesses. In the beginning of my character's storyline, she is introduced to a bunch of town businesses, including a shop called Pierre's. Before I get into the sad details, it is important to know who and what Jojo Mart is. Jojo Mart is a corporation who sells everything for a discounted price to undercut local competitors. Their spokesperson is hated amongst players, in fact, and his name is Morris. Jojo Mart actually reminds me a lot of Walmart, but now to get back into the details, Pierre's is a small business which sells seedlings to plants in your farm so you can grow produce. But unfortunately, one day while I was buying cauliflower seeds, Morris from Jojo Mart came by and sold all of Pierre's customers by advertising Jojo Mart's cheap prices. And so now I'm walking over to Jojo Mart and you can see how close it is to Pierre's. And Jody, a community member and a mother of two, even said, and I quote, "The food at Jojo Mart may not be the healthiest for my family, but with such low prices, you'd be crazy to shop anywhere else." And while all of us farmers in the game grow our own produce and sell it within our community, as well as giving it away to our community members in need, we prioritize small business and sustainable shopping. And to the right, that was Morris. So the customer stealing that occurred from a big corporation to a small business who was barely making ends meet is a highlight of a lot of issues that occur today, especially linking environmentalism to capitalism. And a specific example on the negative effects of capitalism will be portrayed in a few seconds. But right now, I'm in Pierre's sibling shop, and you can see his daughter walking by, but it is just filled with produce and seedlings and just a bunch of goods. So now I'm going to take a walk down to my beach. Oh wow, I'm already in my beach. It's not my beach, it's our community beach. But now I'm in the beach, and oftentimes I will come here to fish and give my fish to members in my community or I'll sell it. But 6 out of 10 times, instead of fishing out, well, I fish out garbage, specifically cans of Joja Cola. And if you couldn't tell by the name, this is soda sold at Joja Mart. This game links the effects of how pollution can occur with the presence of a powerful corporation. But even though all those farmers started out against Georgia Mart, it is extremely easy to fall prey and become like them. And even though I'm a small business, I'm recreating evil actions done by corporations and forgetting my community and leaving them behind. And the sewage in my town is so polluted that some fish species are referred to as mutant radioactive carp because of the years of pollution that they have been exposed to. The Georgia Corporation even has ties to the mayor. For example, if you buy a membership, you're giving them the opportunity to replace the old community center, which is home to the ancient forest spirit Junimo. But if you decide to support the Junimos by not tearing down their home of many, many years, they will look out for you and help you repair items as a fellow member of the community. But if you help rebuild the community center, Jojamar closes down and a local fun area is built as a replacement. And once the center got built, Jody said, "The food at Pierre's is so much fresher and healthier than anything I ever bought at Georgia Mart. I do miss those cheap Georgia prices though." And the moral is that because of the local corruption, many small things in the town were broken, such as bridges, mines, and public transportation, and they were never fixed on the corporation's own volition, showing corporations do not have the people's best interest in mind, rather their own profit and benefits. And right now, you can see that I'm talking to Linus, and Linus is a houseless member in our community, and oftentimes he's subjected to a lot of discrimination and dehumanization by community members and business owners. And so he is looking through the garbage right now of the saloon to find where his next meal is going to be. And he's expecting Gus to chase him out, but instead, Gus is telling him that if he's ever hungry to come by and he's offering him a warm, fresh meal. And that is one way of how the community members help each other out. And so he's offering that. And now this game basically mirrors how corporations in real life also act. They don't care about running small businesses out and polluting our ecosystems, and it is important to focus on community needs and benefits. And Stardew Valley is a perfect eye opener of this. And so now I show the little Dreamos, and this is Morris. Morris is evil. And thank you. Goodbye.